Good morning. Are you fine? I think you are all fine. I am also fine. But we think that the novel coronavirus hampered our daily activities. So we should stay at home and maintain hygiene. But don't be panicked. If you maintain hygiene and some rules, you should be well in this time. Dear students, you are stay at home and do many things. Now we attend an enjoyable moment with me. Dear students, now we enjoy sing, and you are singing with me. Okay? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday. Thank you very much. We all enjoyed a song, and I think Almighty God save us the novel coronavirus, and we shall overcome this situation. Now we stay a dangerous period, but not think at all. Dear students, think the previous classes. We know on Sagar's week. Sagar's week. Sagar's week. There we see that on the days of the week, Sagar does some regular activities, such as Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning, and so many things. So we know that a man or a student or maybe a teacher, he or she does some activities of the day. During the time, we maintain 2 times, such as working days mean weekdays activities, and there is no particular work such as holidays work, we mean on weekends activities. So we know the previous class, Sagar on weekdays, Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning. He first says his prayers, then he goes to his grandfather and studies Bangla and English with him. So many things he does, and on weekends Sagar also does many things, such as Sagar visits his uncle and aunt in the afternoon. At night he goes to bed at 11 o'clock. Such as we see 2 sentences in this time. Dear students, we see the sentence very carefully and think the class. Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning. On weekdays. On weekdays. During the period of time, the working day of Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning. At 6 in the morning. Here we see at and in to mention the time and the during period of a day. we see another sentence. Here we see that on weekends there is no particular work of Sagar. We know that Sagar goes to bed. Sagar goes to bed at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Sagar goes to bed at 11 o'clock. At night. Sagar goes to bed at 11 o'clock at night. We see two sentences on weekdays and on weekend days. Weekends, Sagar goes to bed at 11 o'clock at night. Here we see two things, at and in. At. At and in are using to mention the time. Now, today we know where we use at or in to mention the time. Okay, students, write down the things on your khata. Today we know 33 page, unit 16. Today we know using in or at for time. Write down it on your khata. Think the previous sentences. We know Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning. At 6 in the type of things we see at and in. Today we know where using in at or in for time mentions. Think the day we work many things during daytime or night or whole days. But when we mention something period of time means period, there is no a particular time, there is no a fixed time, such as morning. The early period of a day, it may be 6 am, it may be 7 am, it may be 4 am, it may be 11 am. So many things. But when we mention the morning, we can approach during the first times, during the times of a day when the day starts, is called the morning. So, when we use in, we mention during time, not fixed time, during time, and it's varies everything, such as Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning, Rohim gets up at 7 in the morning, Nafisa gets up at 9 in the morning. So many things. Evening, before evening and after noon. It may be 4 p.m, it may be 5 p.m, it may be 3:30 p.m. So many things. So, it's during the period of time. And when you see evening times means it's not afternoon or it's not night. Before night, after afternoon. This period of time. So, you think that morning, afternoon, evening. It mentions the period of a day, period of time of a day. So we know the period of time of a day we use in. When we use in, we can maybe use mention the time the, such as in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Clear? We know when you mention the period of time of a day, such as morning, afternoon and evening, we can use in before the time, before the time. But where you use at? Where we use at. Now we know this. Okay? At, here use 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Just a fixed time. Just a fixed time. And at night. At night. Night means the fixed period of time, such as midday. What does you mean midday? Midday is the time, just a fixed time, 12 p.m. we mean midday. And midnight, it's a time, but when we use midday, midnight, night, there is a clear concept of me. What is night? What is the mentions? We hear time here, midday, midnight or night. It's a fixed time. There are no confused here. So midnight, midday, night, midday, midnight, night. We can use it a clear things and at fixed time. Fixed time we use at. We use at. We know that we use in, think, the period of time. The period of time. Morning, evening, afternoon. Morning, afternoon and evening. When we use in, we can think where we use in. We can use in before mention the period of time of a day, morning, evening or afternoon. And when we use this period of time, we must be use the before this word, before these words. And we use at a fixed time or night, midday, midnight, noon. The concept is clear to me. Think, the students, we know these things. Now, everybody open your exercise khata and write down this where you use in or at. Write down it on your khata. I think you are all write down it. We use in before, during the period of time of a day, such as morning, afternoon and evening. And when we use in mention during the time, we can use the before the time. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Clear? Dear students, write this on your khata. Where we use at. Midday, night, midnight, midnight. The fixed period of time of a day, midday, night, midnight. We use at. Before this time, before mention this time of a day, we use at before the time. Okay? Write down this on your khatas and open at page 33. Dear students, open at page 33. Unit 16, lesson 3 to 5, part 1 and part A and part B. Part A, using at, in or at for time. Using in or at for time. I think now we clear where we use in or at. Dear students, open the book at the page of 33, part 1. We see the search. Where we use in or at. We use in before the morning, the afternoon, the evening. And we use at before midday, night and midnight. Here we see two sentences. Sagar gets up at 6 in the morning on weekdays. He goes to bed at 10 o'clock at night on weekdays. Clear the chart? Now we see there is also a chart, part B. List the things you do on weekdays and the time. List the things you do on weekdays and the times. Dear students, list the things you do on weekdays and the times. Here we see chart, weekdays activities and weekends activities. Weekdays, morning, such as in the morning, I get up at 7 o'clock. You maybe in the morning, I get up at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, such things. In the afternoon, I play at 4 o'clock. I play at 4 o'clock. In the evening, I do my homeworks at 7 o'clock. At night, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. On weekdays, you maybe do these things or various things, but now you make a list the things you do on weekdays. And here is a chart on weekends, such as in the morning I get up at 8 o'clock. You maybe get up at 9 o'clock. You maybe get up at 10 o'clock, such things. In the afternoon, I visit my relatives at 3 o'clock. You maybe visit at the zoo. You maybe go to supermarket. You maybe do so many things. In the evening, I watch TV at 7 o'clock. Or in the evening, you can write, I read storybooks at 7 o'clock. So many things. At night, I go to bed at 11 o'clock. On weekends, at night, I go to bed at 11 o'clock. So many things. Here I make a list of my works, and you can make the list list the things you do on weekdays or weekends and the times, and it is the homework of yours. Okay, my dear students, page long 33, part 1A and part B. Part A, we know using in or at for time, and part B, the list things you do on weekends or weekdays and the times. Dear students, practice it more and more, and you maybe make a list of things you do on weekdays and the times. Okay? Thanks all of us to attend the class and see this. Practice it more and more. Don't go out. Stay at home. Be careful. Wash your hands regularly in the proper way and maintain hygiene. Thanks all of you. Thank you.